Hello and welcome back everybody to another Greg Tech New Horizons live stream. Hopefully you're all doing very well. Why is that so quiet? Hold on a second. There we go. Turned it up on the headset. My other one's charging at the moment. Ingalls, hello. How's it going? Alright, we're going to share everything and then we will get going here. Oh, I did not change that as well. Hold on. Update title. E230. Update. Awesome. So there's all that. Close this guy. Share, copy. Oh, well, thank you very much, Ingalls. I greatly appreciate you. Already did that. Okay, well, I'm going to get the Greg Tech one. Greg Tech server. And the Twitch as well. You're the best. Thank you very much. Can you flesh out the LEV area? So there's that, and then also go back to, actually, so I keep jumping out of the Discord, and I don't even need to. So there's that, and then also Control C. Perfect. So there's all that. Good, 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 good. Awesome. There's Twitch. Welcome, I see everybody else is in here right now. Okay, so now I should be fine. I'll switch over the camera. Greg Tech New Horizons. The music is not too loud, is it? Okay, hold on. I also want to see, I might have to turn it down just a little bit. Although this headset is actually very quiet. Alright, we'll see how the game sounds. Alright, so we are back in. Why are we lagging? Okay, it seems like he's settled out now. 77 FPS. Why is it so... Oh, you know what? I have to stop watching my own stream. There we go. Turn that off. Now we should be a lot better. Okay, there's that. There's that. Good. So yes, yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, very recently, we have mined out this entire area thanks to our new Mark I matter manipulator. And yeah, now we just have to kind of design, or at least plan, where we want to try and place everything. Blow something up, yes. Well, I don't even have to try, and it's probably still going to happen. Hold on. Let me see what I can do for you. Pink plating, put that together. Ah yes, thank you Thaumcraft for filling my inventory with garbage. What do I have? I don't even have ITNT. Although I am curious. Take all this. Oh, that's good. The game wants to lag a lot today for some reason. Not even doing anything crazy. Why are we lagging? Alright, let's go find this village over here real quick. There it is. I'm out of range. I don't even know if I have anything to light this. hold on. Let's get back in range. This is the war crimes, yes. We must do the war crimes. Where do we have Flint and Steel? I very much still wanted to play, like, Project Zomboid. I was very much debating on playing solo and then just, like, doing whatever, but here we go. Alright. Are there even any oh yes, there's definitely villagers left. Okay, hold on, maybe I'll just jump down. Also reduce my speed. Why? Because Ingalls wants to see war crimes, so we're doing war crimes real quick. Don't worry about it. Oh, we're gonna need a lot more TNT before we continue with that. Hold on. Also, how's it going, Carlos? Nice to see you again. The real question is, why not? We never get to have this much fun in vanilla Minecraft with TNT. It's always too expensive, too annoying to make. It's a lot easier in Greg Tech. Be funny, my CPU just dies. I guess that would be my CPU, just my computer anyways. What's going on? Varik, insect-like chattering. Man, I feel like I should have caught up. I saw your first Greg Tech New Horizons video when you first posted it. Glad to see you are dedicated to it. Well, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, the videos are way far behind. Like, it's like a year and a half, almost. Well, I'd say probably like a year and a half behind on videos, just because the motivation to do them, like, sometimes is kind of lacking, as well as then any other free time I have had. I've just been doing a lot of streaming. I definitely will continue, like, I am going to 100% this pack, like, I can guarantee that, because playing it is a lot easier than doing the videos. But, yeah. What's going on, though? Nice to see you, and thank you very much for watching the content. How many hours behind are the videos? Well, the recordings I'm working on are from March of 2025. Holy shit, what's going on? Engel said he wants to see something blow up, so I'm just pacifying a village here. Don't worry about it too much. Just do a nuke at this point. I can't even make nukes yet. At some point I will, though. Then we'll test out another village. Or explode a reactor. Yeah, just use a reactor. Oh boy. If I do something like that, I feel like I'm going to want to be a little bit further away than this, just because I don't know. And I kind of want to find out on my own. And hopefully it doesn't, well, I wouldn't think it would destroy the world, but it'd be funny to see the results. I guess I always could just do like a load back in thing. Your Twitch being shocked is hilarious. Oh, I know, right? They're just like, what are you doing? Did you go in crazy? All of a sudden I just say like, yep, I'm blowing up my whole world. I'm done. I can't play Greg Tech anymore. It's too much. They're all pretty much trapped in here too. Alright, well that's it. That's all of it. Oh, it's glorious. Okay, that's all done. And then here goes the chain reaction of the wall. Perfect. Aw, it missed 2 of the TNT. Actually, there's a couple of them that were missed. Hold on, we can't have that. I ain't gonna do anything, it's gonna go into the water. What? Aw, my lighter broke and it didn't even get to be used. No survivors. Who's that then? We have to have some... Actually, there's a lot that survived. Let him prosper. Let's see if they can rebuild. I know that they can't. Making a whole village for what? The fun of it? Yeah. I exploded 10 nukes simultaneously back in the day when I played 1.5, I think. My PC wasn't happy about it. Alright, there we go. Now we can just dump all this stuff away real quick. Look at all that free food. Actually, that was awesome. I loved it. I needed a good explosion. But yeah, mainly, yeah, I just did it because Ingalls was asking for an explosion. And you know what? Why not go big, right? Otherwise, we just have to go home. So now that that's done, I don't know where we are at in terms of crafting and everything else. You are still making ZPM circuits. Okay, I'm gonna open my drink. I'm gonna have to figure out where... Actually, I should probably start automating the crafting of nuke stuff, so I get those quests done, and then maybe I could start messing with them somewhere. I think that is what... Oh, excuse me. I think that is what I'm going to do. Excuse me. EV. Oh, yeah, the stupid bedrockium. Thank you very much, Carlos. That is awesome. I love it. Every time I hear it, it's just music to my ears. Now, I'm actually curious, too. I have to check the last live stream. I don't think I noticed anything about being demonetized. Live streams. Oh, it says ads are off. Hold on. Let me change that, and that's probably going to tell me. Don't know why. Every time. Save. Okay, so then we'll see if that actually changes that at some point. So far, so good. So I think last time I had a stream that was like that, I turned ads on, or turned monetization on, and then all of a sudden it was like instantly, yep, you're demonetized. Okay, so a nuclear reactor, whether you used magic, steam, oil, or biogas for power until now, you will run into problems as you advance to higher tiers. So you'll need to upgrade your power grid, at least for your EBFs. So let's start with something more powerful, a nuclear reactor. So yeah, fuel rods are going to be awesome. Extruder. So pretty much any iron. And we can also get them from centrifuging everything else that we get too, so 2-to-1 is pretty gross. Okay, so where's our extruder? LV ULV5. It'll be alright. So pattern, extruder, iron ingot into a cell. Okay, so I don't know if we have a cell. Oh, we do. Okay, awesome. So there's that. And now nuclear reactor as well. So that is assembler 22. Nice. Okay, so we can get that pattern terminal. Assembler circuit 22. It's not even that bad. Dense lead plates. Crafting. Why are you showing me fluid? Oh, because numbers, that's why. Nuclear reactor. Just get 1 for now. So we see what the heck this is all about. Okay, that was a good one. Yeah, I love it. There we go. There's that. And then make sure I can see everything with this. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So yeah, a nuclear reactor. We're going to get a quest done, and then hopefully it does teach us a little bit, but I would like to just do some trial and error, which is going to cause explosions. So we'll see. Also, I heard a power fail. Nothing on the menu, the old chat box, so I don't see anything there. Oh, also, any of you out there know the game Dragon Warrior? It's from like the 80s. It was an old NES game. Like a top-down pixel art, turn-based RPG. Me and my few friends played all the mods 9 a while ago, and we put it on Draconic Evolution reactor inside of a mechanism cardboard box and decided to place it in spawn. Let's just say we all quit that day. Yeah, that was that would not be a good thing. Your whole world's just gonna be gone at that point. Where's my nuclear reactor? Okay, so it's not gonna give me that yet. So dump out all the other blocks. Okay, and then now I'm also gonna go get a bunch of warded glass. Warded glass. Great wood planks. A bunch of glass. Let's go cut down a bunch of trees, actually, see if we can. It's a 300 block radius explosion which kills everything. It's like being able to see that stuff would be pretty damn awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Nuclear reactor, baby. Our first one, actually. So as of now, power output 1 to 8,196 EU per tick max. A thermal monitor. EU multiplier set to 10 times in this pack. That means your nuclear reactor is 10 times more efficient. Make sure to set the planner to Greg Tech New Horizons mode under advanced. Yeah, whatever all that is. But look at here. We got a bunch of new stuff. Increasing the capacity. So to unleash the full potential of your reactor, you have to attach 6 reactor chambers to it. I did something similar in All the Mods 10, but it was the battery, not the reactor. People who live near spawn were upset with us because they thought it was the reactor. That's why it's always a good idea to feel like moving away from spawn, especially in like a multiplayer server. So that way, if people spawn in, they have some nice stuff. Unless, well, mistakes happen. can only imagine. So eventually, once I'm done with my own playthrough here, maybe I'll spend some time just running around between public servers just to see what other people do. I think that'd be awesome. Just tour worlds at that point. At least until I do my other things. So reactor chamber. Okay, so that's that. That's different. Circuit 21. And then assembler 21. So, for those of you that have not heard, there was a game that I was trying to play a little while ago in the Discord. It's called Retro MMO. That one, you play for like 10 hours and then that's pretty much it. Like, development hasn't been much. It had an update, or a couple updates over the last couple of months, but they're like bug fixes and a couple little things. So I can't really play that game. I already beat everything you could. And then another one I played on Steam, it's no longer available, is called Nostalgia, like capital N-E-S-T, you know, Nostalgia. And yeah, that game is dead, which kind of sucks. And I want something similar to that, where it looks very old, retro, top-down, 2D, pixelated. And it led me to want to learn more about computers, and also to try and make my own game at some point. And it is going to be that style, like the very basic top-down 2D pixel art, turn-based RPG. So, in my little free time that I have, I'm going to be, you know, just doing research on coding. I have, thankfully, some people that are helping me out. Big one is Darius. Thank you very much to Darius for that. Yeah, so that is going to be something that is going to be in the works, just like in the background, probably for the next couple of years, or however long. See if it actually comes to fruition. I'm really hoping it does. So far, I find it more interesting and enjoyable than video editing, by far. It was great because the battery can't explode. Wait, and my friend grinded for a while to get max 1, which holds practically infinite power, and we ended up with like 30... XAFE? What's that? Unless you meant like 30 million, like EU or something like that. Just like a crap ton of energy storage. Honestly, any explosions that happen, you know, in the later tiers, they're going to be massive because the machines are just massive and just a lot of power. Making a game alone is madness. Now, do you mean alone as in just making a game is madness, or just making alone like by myself is madness? But I'm not going to start from like the ground up, nothing. Obviously, I'll use. What I'm going to use is Godot as the game engine, and then I'm going to start with Git. I think it is the language, and then try to eventually learn C#. Alright, try to look for greatwood trees. I still find it crazy that All the Mods 10 has almost 500 more quests than Greg Tech New Horizons, which is around 3,900. All the Mods 10 has like 4,480. Yeah, although a lot of the quests I think in All the Mods are probably easier. Like, I feel like it would be way easier to 100% that than it is to 100% this. Just because of how much time it takes to get to the end of the game here. A very simple game with at least 20 people working on it. Oh, you're saying, yeah, it would be better to have that? Yeah. Although, I don't really have anybody else that would be able to work on it. I mean, the only one who probably could would be someone like Darius. Unless there's other people that do know. I don't know if I've ever seen a sacred oak tree like this. That do know how to code and all that stuff. How's it going, Darius? I don't know if this was important or not. I'm going to take some just in case. Sacred wood, coffin. I feel like it's got to be like helpful with magic. Here we go. This is good. But then also, like, you'll have, like, GitHub stuff that'll probably help quite a bit with, like, certain lines of code that might relate to certain things, like combat or whatever else. Oh my gosh. Yummy, I know how to code C#. Nice. Yeah, see, if I ever have any questions, then at least I'll have, you know, quite a few people that I could chat with, as well as, like, all the other resources online these days. I know it's not going to be a cakewalk, but it's definitely something very interesting and fun. So now I wonder if I could probably start growing greatwood trees in my tree growth simulator. I would think so. Alright, we'll head back home now. And grab whatever else we can on the way back. So how did you learn all your coding, Yummy? Just like watching random YouTube stuff and whatnot? And then obviously just practicing doing other random things. Still a beginner, but I've managed small games, nothing polished though, yeah. Programming is the easiest part to learn, but modeling, character creation, yeah, the storyline, game mechanics. So that's why, okay, so yeah, with the, it's not completely by myself in that regard, so the coding most likely will be by myself. But I did realize that, yeah, so some of the story and obviously the characters, items, and all that other stuff that we're going to have in the game, I have Porcupine and Joker that are kind of like helping me spitball ideas and stuff like that, as well as like story stuff. So I do have, you know, technically help with that. And then let's see what else. I'm trying to think. For music and stuff, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to hire somebody like after we get to a certain point of like, okay, we actually have a game. Now we just need music for it, and then we'll see what we can do. As well as figuring out sound effects and all that fun stuff. Which I know there's a lot of copyright-free ones, but there's also probably sound effects really shouldn't be anything too crazy if I had to make. But like whole soundtracks and stuff, yeah, I'll probably have to hire someone because I can tell if music is good by listening to it, but like creating, I don't know where to even begin. Every game creator I've met works or has worked at a game company. That makes sense. But even then, it's just like a fun little side thing, whether or not it actually turns out to be something. We'll see. I mean, even like just at first, getting a character to move around on just like a flat grass map is going to be like a huge accomplishment for me, which I wouldn't think would be too much, like too hard to do. So, we'll see what happens. Actually, our home is over here. But yeah, learning to program is really cool. I agree. That way, if I ever have any problems with anything else, maybe, well, depends on the game I'm playing, if it's using the same language and all that other same, you know, stuff that I have to learn, the differences between, like, what's a language, what's, like, a model, or all that other fun stuff. But just the possibility of being able to fix things, or at least just understanding. I know it's very simple and basic, but, like, yesterday I learned how to convert binary numbers to decimal numbers, as well as I learned of the hexadecimal, as well as the octal, which I could probably get very close to converting those either direction, but they may be off just a little bit, or I might forget something. But I gave up on that life. Brazil doesn't pay well. Yeah, that's the sad thing. That's why I'm just doing it for fun. At least until there is a game that comes out that I do enjoy that is of that style. That's just the thing that sucks. I mean, there's other ones. There is another one. I think it was called Splintered that Pork showed me. It is the same style, the 8-bit whatever classic like pixel textures, but I don't know. Just like the textures, they don't look good to me. At least in the trailer. Like I don't know, like the grass, the sand, the water. It's just kind of awkward looking. And it's not because it's pixelated. The pixelization is fine. It's just the pixel art that they did doesn't look good to me. Binary was super tough for me, man. I wish to put those days behind me. What was tough for you? I mean, I know everything. So, like, the nice thing is, like, it's a nice, easy math thing for me. Like, every number is just, like, 2 squared, or, like, another exponent of 2. So, like, obviously the first one is going to be 2 to the 0, and, like, you read from right to left. That's the only thing I just have to remember, too. But, like, the first number is, like, 1. The next one would be a 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, and so on. And then if it is a 1, you just take that number, and then that's what it equates to, whatever number that is, like the 128. And then all of a sudden, if there's another 1 where a 32 would be, you just add them all together, and that's your number for decimal anyways. AI programmers are better than 80% of programmers. Oh yeah, because pretty much everything is memorized by AI at this point. Like, that's why it's nice that there is the tools to be able to check stuff and maybe like problem solve things that may or may not work. Reactor chamber. So we want 6 of those. So dense lead plate, dense titanium plate. Pattern. Assembler circuit 1. And circuit 9 on the bending machine. So there's that. And assembler 1. LV. HV assembler 1. No fluids. Start with a follow. But yeah, sadly, this is going to be the last stream for the week until probably this coming weekend, unless something happens where work gets extended for some weird reason. I'm hoping it won't be next week that they do the really busy thing again, because then I won't be able to stream next week, other than maybe like just, yeah, the 2 days on the weekend, and then that's it. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, we'll keep everybody posted in the... what do you want to call it? In the Discord server of everything that's going to be going on. So 60 seconds. That should be crafting them. What is another thing that we're going to need? Basic nuclear fuel. I know I probably could make other fuel. Power of the sun from nuclear. Your good old single block molecular transformer. Oh, so that's the thing, is gone. So how to obtain Cenarium? Well, there are a couple of ways, but at EV you don't need to radiate glowstone and convert it to Cenarium. The glowstone rod will slowly charge up if you put it next to any fuel rod in your IC2 reactor. The exact charging speed is number of rods adjacent times floor, hull temperature, whatever all that is, plus 1 per second. A dual rod will count as 2 rods, and quad fuel rod will count as 4 rods for this purpose. The glowstone rod will neither emit heat nor cause other components to emit more heat. You can treat this rod as a reactor plating in the IC2 reactor planner. As you can see, the speed is directly proportional to hull temperature in the rods adjacent. At the very extreme, you can fully charge up a glowstone rod in less than a half minute and output 1 scenarium every 10 seconds. On average, since cells aren't charged at the same speed due to different positions. So is there a planner here? No boom tomorrow. With a nuke, you can cause some real catastrophic damage to your base. You can either place it 20 chunks away or surround it with blast-proof materials. Fused quartz is no good now. Forget about it, okay? Instead, use the GregTech New Horizons approved plated reinforced stone series or one of the other options, I guess, like warded glass. You may need multiple layers depending on your reactor. Try it out in creative, and remember, you must close in the corners. Blast can slip through the cracks to get... Okay, yeah, that'll be bad. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Blast resistance 200. What's going on, Frog Boy? Do you know about the 577 coke ovens meme? Yes, I have seen that before from the good old Project Singularity. Yeah, only warded glass, because it's pretty much bulletproof at that point. Advanced heat exchanger. Oh, I gotta get all of these. Heat exchangers are a passive way to pull heat from the reactor or adjacent components and spread it out across a wider area. Their performance is measured in heat units per tick, and there are a few different types that all work slightly different. Moving heat around is not enough on its own. Heat vents or coolant cells are required to actually dissipate it. Heat exchanger pulls 4 heat units per tick from the reactor and 12 heat units per tick from the adjacent components. Advanced heat exchanger pulls 8 and 24, so it doubles reactor. Oh wow, okay, so 72 from the reactor. And a component heat exchanger pulls 36 heat units per tick from adjacent components. So this one will be good to be probably put in the reactor. This one will be good to put next to it. We'll see once we start messing around with those things. Oh good, yeah, all the other heat vents. When I made vac nukes and build warded glass around them, I got a bugged glass where you couldn't break it even with a Vahra. That's bad. Oh man. Hopefully that doesn't help or happen to us, but we'll see. The weakest of all fuel rods, but very easy to produce, very easy to keep cool, and runs twice as long as uranium. It even returns 1/3 of the thorium back later. A perfect fission and forget power source. After they're used up, you can recycle them to get lutetium, which is used for making americium in the fusion reactor. Americium is needed for top tier materials later, so start stockpiling now. Plus, you get power. It says Darius responded or replied to Darius without anything. Okay. Thorium fuel rods. Well, that's easy, so we just get a canner. Oh, maybe we will have to do the canner now, the multi-block. Just use a wand. Oh, it didn't work. Yeah, the wand didn't even work. 26 permanent warp, 80 normal warp. Yeah, it was just bugged. Reactor chambers. Got 5. Let's get 10 of these. Start with a follow. Get 10 of these. It's happened to me before and I removed it. Yeah, Darius didn't. Different things could happen at different times. Okay. Nuclear reactor. Did you figure out a waste problem? Nuclear reactor in EU mode, throttled output by 50%. Interesting. So you have all this. Yeah, baby, look at that. We even got a little trophy. That's awesome looking, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's all the chambers there. Heat. Fuel rods. What is a turbo canner? Is this getting changed in the update? That's kind of gross looking. I mean, it ain't bad, but just not cool looking. In the end, canopy trees from Twilight helped. Solid steel. Okay, and then okay, let's try. Start with a follow steel pipe. Yes. Are you going to set up the reactor for energy or for Cenarium? Well, I was hoping both, but I'd assume Cenarium has to be made by something else that's maybe not really great for energy to have it done safely. Just Canner Pro 7x7. Eesh. I have a place for that? No. Do not. So I don't know if I was thinking of putting more machines back here. Can I stack it? It's only 5 tall. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would be literally as wide as this. And even if I did a 1 block spaced, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'd have to go up even higher. Yeah, the reactor for the Cenarium doesn't produce much energy. Yeah, so, well, I guess the nice thing is we could probably put a couple reactors in the same little area, and one's just producing that, and then another one's producing something else, because they're only like, what is it, like a 3x3 block area of stuff. Not too bad. Reactor. Take all those. Thank you very much. Increasing the capacity. So it is important to monitor your reactor or just fancy to have a big screen somewhere. So now that you've gained knowledge about the available fuel rods, you can start to build yourself a power plant, and here is something to help you out. Use the sensor kit on the block you want to monitor, and then put the sensor card in the display panel. Next, select which lines of information you want to display. Oh, look at that. Free stuff. More free stuff. HEV Mark III protective system. Some items will give you radiation debuff without protection. How long it lasts depends on the item. Some items will give you an enormous or unlimited time debuff timer, which effectively kills you because there's no way to get rid of it. Other items will give you a general sickness with many debuffs but not radiation. That can be removed the normal ways: milk, terrawort, aqua bees, etc. If you wear a hazmat suit and rubber boots, you are not affected by radioactive effects at all. Same for some other armors that list hazmat protection. Okay, well, so literally just a basic hazmat suit is fine, which probably already have some of that stuff. Craft. Okay, of course I'm missing glue. For Cenarium, I posted the setups on Discord if you're interested. Sounds good. Well, thank you very much, Carlos. I greatly appreciate it. I would assume that also learning coding would help me with open computers then, which would be kind of cool, I would think. Yeah, the quantum armor already has the hazmat protection, yeah. Which sadly we're still going to need to get glue. I see, from refined glue. Or I guess, yeah, why not just do that? Hold on. Scuba EV Assembler 22. Let's go. Alright, start with one. And then what is the rest? Hazmat suit, hazmat leggings. Okay, nothing. Where's that? Nice. And to never wear it again. Okay. Claim rubber boots for free, thank you. Alright, getting the quest done. 14 more and EV is done, that's nice. Dealing with radiation. Nuclear materials cause two types of radiation effects. One is large number of standard debuffs. These can be removed in the normal ways with milk or terrawort or other methods that imitate them. The other effect is a special radiation unique debuff. This gets applied the longer you hold onto the radioactive item. Severely radioactive items can apply minutes of this deadly debuff. And regeneration might delay the inevitable death, but most regeneration sources aren't fast enough or long enough to keep you alive. You can try using an amulet of remedium to get rid of the effects, and you should have one from your moon trip. If not, you'll have to dive into Thaumcraft to make one. Which I did make one at one point, so I mean it really shouldn't be too bad again at this point. Alright, well 13 more quests. So yeah, I'm going to have to get a bunch of different heat removal components. So I'll have to get recipes I think for just these two, as well as then these two here. Oh, and component I guess. Which hopefully shouldn't be too bad. And then that's really going to only have assembler, no circuit. I would like to just get that out of the way too. So processing, assembler. Okay. No circuit, right? No. Dual interface. Honestly, everything's just nuclear here, so just do that. Bronze plated reinforced stone. Get that guy made. Okay, so then also all my other heating components. So let's go to the next page. Heat exchanger. So we have advanced and normal. Normal and advanced, so we get these two. We can also go back and then also do this, this, and this. Heat, overclocked, and advanced, which actually, I already have that. Let's go. Get out of there. So there's only 4 more recipes to get here, and obviously whatever their prior recipes take, or what do they call that? Prerequisite? Component heat exchanger. So it's just a heat exchanger, yeah, similar 21 with molten stainless steel. That ain't even bad. The thing that stinks is we might have to get some vacuum freezers or something to cool these off. Which I'd assume they'll tell you heat values eventually once you use them. So that's circuit 21. Control Shift A. Control Shift A. Shift A. Control Shift A. These are all the assemblers. Yes. Okay, perfect. Oh, we gotta cough up a loogie. Hold on. There you go. Put those out. We got that one. Let's get this one here. Thank you. Get that one there. Thank you. And then one more. Okay, assembler 21. So yellow, brown, and then also the white one. Yellow, brown. Where's this guy at? Okay, we're also gonna have to craft card. Capacity cards. Chlorine? You telling me we're... No. Really? What method do we have that we're making chlorine with? Might have to go mining again. Although actually, can we make chlorine from algae? Let's go back once. Multi-block goals. No. No, I don't think they can get chlorine. Dang it. Yeah, sulfuric acid. Ammonia. Good stuff. Okay. Well, back to EV. Capacity card. Nope, that one goes into circuit 22. Heat vent. Start with 4 of those, and maybe like 4 of those. Dense tin plates. No, that's not what I want. That's the recipe. Alright, assembler 22. Okay. We want the canning machine somewhere. Could probably just build it like right over here. Here's the pathway. That can be closed off there. We'll have a space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we do something like that. Stainless steel. Actually, that's not stainless steel, but steel. Pipe casings. 100 of those. So Turbo Can Pro. The controller's gonna be up there, that's interesting. So 3, and then all the way back. Over 2, over 2. pipe casings, 3, 6 times 4 is 24. Alright, it's gonna be something like that. We almost at the Stargate. Yes, we are. Taco, what's going on? Nice seeing you again. I can't assemble the machines by hand. Just takes too much time for you to want to deal with it, I assume. I could understand that. I don't know. There's something like satisfying for me by building by hand. It's almost like I have to. So 2 over. So yeah, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's that. Yeah, I just don't have the patience to keep looking. That's fair. So there's going to be that. Perfect, so that is our machine area here now. We're going to go actually one more block. Boom. And remove all those. Nope. Don't have that as a recipe, that's fine. That is the only way to make it. Advanced canning machine and quick fluid canner. Do it right here. So there's that. Actually, an HV machine, isn't it? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it is. Should have had this thing a long time ago. Really? Turbo. There we go. Quick fluid canner. Is it really all that quick at this point? Okay, turbo canner. Start with a follow, thank you. Then all the input buses. Any solid steel. Okay, so it pretty much goes anywhere. Is that hollow? Yes, that's gonna be hollow, and then obviously the controller in the front. Nice. Another quest completed. I believe that's it, and then we just need pretty much everything else. Oh my goodness, what's going on with that lag? Alright, so it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, but I mean, it's not great. And it fits there, thankfully, but I love my 2014. Wait, do you meant to say Ford Focus? As in, like, the vehicle? Those aren't too bad, surprisingly, the older ones. Yes, we're down in the LUV area, and we need our chest. Where the heck could that have possibly gone? I thought I picked it up before the stream ended last time. F. R. It's not there. Yes, forward. Oh, my transmission broke. Ooh. Yeah, that is not good. How many miles do you have on it? The car is known for its TCM problems. Yeah, the transmission control computer. Where the heck did I put this thing? Good, good. Glad that I lost it. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where I would have been. Like 138. That ain't too terrible. I knew one, or I knew a Ford Focus. I don't know. I don't remember what year it was now. Like it might have been like a 2003, 2004, something like that, and it had like 260,000 miles. But I only knew of it from like 180 to 190, so there could have been problems before that. Just crossing my fingers that it's just the grounds need sanding. Yeah, that would be nice. Lost chest and no chance. Yep. It's bad. Always losing my chest. Don't know why. Well, I know why, but... Come on. Blaze, why do you do this to yourself? And I usually have been trying to do good with picking them up before I go to do anything, before I leave. That's good. Very, very good. So what do I have? I have about an hour left that I can stream. Actually, let's go up to the Glow Farm. It's not here. And then I'm going to have to get going at that point. Please move the chat up a bit above the Whale UI whenever possible. Yes, I can do that right now. So we got that. Actually, it's almost perfect right there. Wow. Yeah, other than some that are a little bit shorter. That was a good guess. Holy crap. Thanks. Not a problem. Well, thank you very much for pointing that out. I greatly appreciate it. Probably makes it very annoying to try and read. Also, I love the Blaze for like basically calling me out, like saying my name and everything. It makes it very easy to see like messages directed towards me. That is awesome. Alright, let's go outside. Maybe it's out there. That is not it. That is not it. That is not it. This is so bad. Why do I lose my stuff? Alright, well I guess we have to do an entire base tour. And if you could increase the font size a bit, I'd appreciate it. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Definitely can. Let me see if I do this. Can make it a bit bigger. I don't know if that's going to be good there. Let me see. Where's something else? Oh. Let's probably move this down a little bit now. Is that good, or maybe a little bit more? not here. Not there. Not here. F. R. I don't think I went anywhere that I would have placed them. It improved significantly. Awesome. Yeah, it still really doesn't even take up that much of the chat or the game either, so that's good. Ay 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 ay. Why? Why? Literally the only areas I should have or could have placed it would have been down in the LUV area when I don't even see it there. Oh. Oh, that's right, because we were messing with this. Okay, so I forgot about that. Are we still crafting stuff? Technically, yes, but I don't care. Alright, that's going to be IV. IV Dynamo. Aerogen. Hold on, let's do this real quick. There we go. IV superconductor now. Oh, I had a feeling it wasn't real. I'm like, it wasn't mad before. I wouldn't think it was mad now. Someone's trying to play tricks on me. Maybe if it happens sooner, maybe I'd believe a little bit more. Maybe. And I need to make it louder, too. I still need to make that louder. It's way too quiet. I'll have to record my own power fail. Damn, stream delay. Yeah, just just a little bit. You'll get. I know there's gonna be a time you're gonna get me. I'm not gonna be happy. It's gonna be like, why do I have to deal with this? All right, so now we should hopefully have plenty enough power in this thing. Don't drain all of the LUV stuff. I mean, now we're going 64 amps IV compared to 16 amps EV. So I mean. Actually, yeah, because only 4 amps IV would be enough, and that's 64. Yeah, we're cooking through that. That's nice. Eventually, I'm gonna have to figure out. Well, no, if the AE2 is connected over there, we could eventually power in the LUV section of the base. So let's grab these. No idea what I even wanted from them now. Oh yeah. Stuff to probably connect to the A2 system here. Show. Energy hatches, yes. I mean, honestly, most things are probably going to be very quick, so one little energy hatch is probably going to be plenty enough. So I'll just do that. Put that down there. Just take this all down here. Alright, A2, so you're going to have output, probably input, maybe fluids. Let's see. Output bus. So thorium in a canner, there's that. I mean, for now, just hook up the power and just frickin' have an input. Hold on. Where's my input bus? HP input bus. Don't even worry about fluids until we need them. Okay, and also, how many channels are we running? Oh boy, what do we got here? 21 going into the controller. Yeah, we got plenty of space. Sure, we'll get a renaming tool for that. Get our paint can. Okay. Interface. Where are you? There. EV. Canner / fluid canner. Yes. Multi-block. Where's my solid steel? Solid steel. And there's that. Boom. Should be good, other than maybe like a maintenance hatch. And actually, I just did forget the power as well. Set up with 16 amps. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what else do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we should be plenty fine. Alright, so fuel rod, thorium. Thankfully I have plenty of thorium. Recipe. What do we need? 3? 4. Why can I not see that? Fluids don't need a hatch. Yeah, that's why I just kind of named it that, even though it doesn't do anything fluids yet. So, I probably should just rename it just for now. EV multi-block canner. Oh, this is on a subnet. No wonder why. Dang it. We need to be on this side of the line. Yay. What do we have here? Take that back out. Take that out. So 23 going into that one. Was that gray? And that's just anything. Okay. Perfect. That's finally hooked up now. And now fuel rod. Yes, 4 please. How do I not have thorium dust? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Oh boy. I turned all of my thorium into thorium-232. Uh-oh. Not the good. Not the good. Thorium-232 dust. And actually... yeah, I allowed thorium in. Where does that all go? Definitely not there. Well, that's good. So the first step in thorium processing is that thorium nitrate with hydrofluoric and nitric acid. Yeah, it has none. Shut that down for now. So now to get thorium again, you get thorium ore, uranium, forcium. Well. Might just have to... you know what? Hold on, let's look up tier 3. What is tier 3? We're gonna have to go to Mars, and then eventually go... maybe set up somewhere else. Let's look at tier 3 planets. What do they have? That's asteroids. I don't even know if I could land in the asteroids. Tungstate vein, ilmenite, bauxite, gold, naquita, enriched naquita. That's good stuff right there. Naquita. What about Callisto? Callisto has scheelite. Ooh, okay, so I got plutonium-239 vein, monazite, ilmenite, palladium. Oh, wait. Whoa. We can straight up just get palladium from tier 3 planet. Nice. Callisto ice, I think we'll need that at some point. Chalcopyrite, gold vein, please. Oh, it does not have naquita, otherwise it would go there right away. Callisto, Ceres. Okay, it has uranium, plutonium, palladium, copper, come on, please have the one I want. Naquita, electrotine. Damn it. So I'm gonna have to go to a couple different places, aren't I? I think that was just Europa, so Ganymede? Uranium-238, tungstate, plutonium, diamond, redstone, ilmenite, palladium. Come on, have naquita. This will be the perfect place. Bauxite, iron, tetrahedrite, and galena. Rip. What about Ross? I think Ross I could technically breathe on. Oh good, I probably can't even go there. Look at that. Underground fluids, lava, natural gas, very heavy oil, and distilled water. Mars for uranium and thorium could be from the nether. Oh, you mean, okay, yeah. Uranium could be from Mars, and then, yeah, thorium from the nether. Yeah, I was just trying to see if it would be good to just go to the tier 3 places and what else we could get there. I saw the naquita was on the asteroids, but... darn it. Alright, so let's grab everything else. So we're going to have to go set up our mining machines again, which is good because we really haven't done it in a while. So we're going to have to remember, make sure we got our quantum link cards. Bro, why is my inventory full? What are we full on? Armor. Chest. Leggings. Stone? Maybe 31K there. Triple compressed. Where's our quadruple compressed? Missing 13K. Ray Bob's with that. So Carlos, have fun with the compressed stone. Alright, so there's that. Sort by number of items. Yeah, I forgot that's what we had on from... I don't remember what I was using it for. I did need it. It made things a little bit easier for me. Okay, so now... Oh yeah, our cards. Actually, not our cards. Items, sell. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not those. Those are all 64K. Alright, so I have all those, all these heat vents, nuke. Good. Now chlorine. Oh, actually, yeah, for underground fluids, asteroids. That doesn't tell me. Oxygen and liquid air. Nope. 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 Okay. Chlorine. Well, you know what? We can get chlorine from electrolyzing dichlorobenzene. Which I think was also on Mars. Or chlorobenzene. Yeah, so get some chlorobenzene on Mars. Get some of that pumped in again. No more what? So chlorobenzene. Well, look at that. 397 million chlorobenzene. We have plenty to go around. Okay. So why do we not have chlorine automatically being made? Uses. Electrolyze. Chlorobenzene. I was going to say, I thought we had an insane amount. I was kind of surprised we were already almost out of it. So what have we got there? That's for that. Fine. Why is that there? Could use those, but those are for ores. Honestly, uses MV's 19.2, so I mean if we cut it with half of HV, really shouldn't be bad. And it's just a slow background process. Oh, you know what? I never added a maintenance hatch to that turbo canner, so I'm gonna have to go do that as well. So I need a fluid input, and yeah, item output, fluid output, so just 3 total spaces on the bottom, plus power. That's 1, 2, 3, and then power. Maintenance, fluid input, yes, there's that, and then fluid output's going to be E2. I really out of them. So I am lagging today. My FPS is not being my friend. I'm not playing the stream on anything else that I know of. Holy crap, it's already almost 1:30. Okay. It's not there. Not there. Muffler. Screw it, you need an IV muffler. Don't have to worry about you making too much pollution. Okay. How many channels you got, buddy? 3. That's it, huh? Well, that's a good thing that we're adding some more stuff in. So that chlorobenzene, HV, superconductor. What was that output? 12 amp diode. $24 amp. Sweet, we got power, that's good. A2's hooked up, we have fluid going in, although we probably should make that a little bit quicker. Where is, there we go. It seems like it's fast enough. Okay, we have outputs. Nice. So yeah, carbon, chlorine, I mean 6,000 chlorine every 6.85 seconds. It's not that fast. We're not really running much else over here. Fine. I don't remember how much this guy produces. 120,000, around 20 million. Won't it limit it? What do you mean limit it? Like you're saying I should automate it to turn on and off, or are you just saying it's gonna be limited production, like it's gonna be slow. Like obviously it's gonna be slow, but it took me this long to run out from like a couple million. I mean, if we're constantly producing, what is this? For now, 875 per second, we'll be fine. And I think what I'm gonna do, are you going to use all the chlorobenzene? I probably should. Well, this is only like a temporary thing. So like this is where I could put another, what do you want to call it? An electrolyzer down in LUV for stuff kind of like this. I can make a little area and then I can have it automated and it would be a ton faster, so that way it only produces, or it only uses it when we drop down below, say, I don't know, 20 million chlorine or something. And that's a very high number, but just for now to get us back up, 875 per second, it really isn't that much. There's no machine producing chlorobenzene. If there is, it will turn into a loop. Yeah, no, there isn't that I know of. I mean, there was a fluid drill on Mars that was drilling it, but that's not there anymore. And I don't think... Yeah, see, there's nothing creating it. I'm not making chlorobenzene for anything else that I know of. I don't make phenol this way because I get phenol from my coke ovens or whatever. My distillery tower over there. Nitrochlorobenzene. Dichlorobenzidine. Oh yeah, so that's all over in the PBI line. That's on a separate network. That's on a subnet, so we're all good there. I could see where you would be concerned, but yeah, we should be fine. That's all on its own network. We're not stealing from it. We're not doing a loop that I know of. I mean, it's very well possible, but I am 99% sure that we're not. So now, fluids, chlorine. Look at that, perfect. Although I will just do this, because we should hopefully have enough power. Do this. I also have to be careful of my other machines over here actually producing enough power for them. There we go, we got that. There we go, so now... Why does it seem like it's not high enough? We went from 1100, or we went from 875 to 1167. Strange. It only takes 8K. Well, it's still faster, so 1100 per second. Should have been 1600, but for some reason... Oh, you know what? No, we shouldn't be limited, because that's a huge thing. That's there. I'll put bus. I'll put hatch. Yeah, we're not limited by that. Batch mode's on. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Alright, so I do need to go to the bathroom here, so let's go to crafting. Yeah, the passive won't need speed. Yeah, so it'll be fine either way, 1100 per second. So there's all that. Now... Where's ZPM circuits? Let's craft another... Just make sure that we're actually fine here on maintenance. Yeah, 100%. Let's also just throw another piece of tape at it. Alright, so in a minute here, let's do 30. So yeah, we don't have enough. We'll just do 10. Wow, not even enough for that. Okay, interesting. Well... crafting. What do I want to craft? Oh yeah, I guess hold on, before we get too crazy, let's worry about this guy, get this guy running first. Put everything away. Canner, it's good. Double copper plates. Hardy Har, what's going on? Greg Tech New Horizons stream. Yes, we have Greg Tech New Horizons going right now, finally for you. How you doing? Alright, let's go, baby. What do we have? When do we need our card? Pattern capacity. Spender 1. 9. 3. What that? Oh my goodness. Tipped $4. Thank you very much, Hardy Har. I greatly appreciate it. Through Super Sticker. I don't even think I've ever seen a Super Sticker before. Thank you very much, Hardy. Well, I hope you're having a great Monday today. It's always a great day when I get to play Greg Tech. Oh, I didn't even grab my card either. Doing alright, having some issues with the project. Which project you working on? Or what kind of a project, I should say. So there we go, double plates. Might as well, so we save ourselves some hassle in the future too. It's going to cost us a little bit more energy, but be fine. And I forgot it again. Perfect. Okay, we're going to go to craft. We're going to go to heat. Exchanger. Try and make 10. Start with a follow. Alright, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. Security cameras. Oh boy. Can only imagine what problems you're having. Either they can't get power to them, or just they don't want to connect properly and stuff like that. I'll be right back, although this is probably going to finish before I'm even done walking away, so I'll be right back. There we go, I'm back. Let's see, 1:35. So I got about 25 minutes, then sadly I will have to get going. So let me try and make some Thaumcraft and maybe see if I can make at least a room where we're gonna end up putting our nukes. Great wood planks. Nice. I set up a static IP for all my cameras last year, and I just now started attempting to set them up, but now I can't even scan for them on a network which bites because they're powered and communicating. Well, that's kind of annoying, yeah. So that's the thing, I don't even know where you would even begin with something like that. I don't even know what a static IP is yet either. Awarded glass. $32. Why would you put silverwood planks there? Yeah, static IP cameras last year just now started attempting to set them up. Can't even scan for them. See, that's I don't even know where you. Yeah. You would think, well, because you're probably not going to have them with Bluetooth, or are they going to be Bluetooth? Or are they going to be hardwired? Okay. Chromium plates. Okay, so there we go. Now we have more. Not sure how big of an area we're going to want, but see where we want to lay this out. Stayed up till 4 a.m. last night trying to fix it. Yeesh. Let's see, we're all the way up there already now. Hold on a second here. Let's try and get that. John Gamer 4500. Hello, and Greg Technical Horizons. How do you produce water, and do you have deuterium? I have not even seen that metal yet, or that resource, so I'm not that far along, sadly. Now, you're saying produce water. I take it you're probably still kind of like in the Stone Age. But once again, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you're having a great day. Go to right there once. I made this mob farm like 2 days ago whenever I get near it. My FPS just drops to 30 due to all the blazes. Not surprised. My family causes a lot of lag. There we go. So it would be cool. What is that? Quark? All of them quark blocks. I don't know how big this needs to be. I'd like to have a nice little area here, and if this is the floor, we're gonna have to do something like 4 or 5, just to make sure we have enough space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. make a box for each reactor. Oh, in case one explodes. So one reactor is like this. You wouldn't want one reactor to cause the others to explode. Yeah. So for each reactor, I would need something like actually 5 blocks of space. So if we did, this is the floor, it would be like this. No, see, I already have to go over. Yeah, just a little bit more glass for that. Thank goodness I could break it just like this. I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to. Well, I guess that doesn't even make sense. Well, I guess if I. Oh, no, I can't do that. So you just see the stone there. I'll have to figure out how to decorate it more. But that'll be fine. Warded. No, no more warded glass in there. Actually, let me take it all out from here. This will be the easier side to work from. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't know how many reactors I'm going to want, but if I did 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we could have 3 separate reactors here, and then who knows, if we really wanted to go big or go home, we could expand this into say like a 3x3, so you'd have 9. For power, I use 1 controller for 16 reactors. So I don't even know how that works. You're talking about nuclear. Controller. Vac nukes, yeah, see, I know nothing about this stuff yet. So that's a reactor. And then you have the chambers. No boom tomorrow. Copper, actually it's bronze. Could that guy done. Reactors don't produce much energy, only vacs produce a lot of energy. Yeah, see, I don't even know what a vac nuke is. Well, that's an actual nuke. Vacuum chest, vacuum freezer. Residual decontainment purification. So a vac nuke would fit in here though, right? You're talking about 16. I mean, you have 27. I don't know if you could be able to, like, say, so where the controller would be there. So you do something. Say if this was the controller, what do? Just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then does that count as double? Then like that. Yeah, vac nukes refers to a reactor that uses vacuum freezer to cool the coolant. Yeah, see, that kind of makes sense. Well, that does make sense. That's what a vac nuke would be. But you're saying a controller. Like, what is a controller? Because all I know of that it's told me so far is, like, the reactor. Let's go to power generation real quick. Maybe you'll say some powerful nuclear physics. Oh my goodness. Fission guidelines. Focus on breeding. The side of the advanced fission branch will focus on the items you can get from nuclear fission in terms of physics. This fission refers to atoms being broken into two parts, each of which generates a different atom. This has potential to produce some interesting stuff and perhaps replace some chemical lines. As the advanced rewards will scale just as the complexity does. However, this part is one where development has lagged behind, and some fission setups are poorly rewarding when it comes to byproducts. However, as those setups are updated, so will these quests. So check back on new updates to see what has changed. Oh, so it literally is, okay, it's like an A2 controller. Okay. So you say controller as an A2. Yeah, and 16 reactors. That's crazy. Well, because I guess, say, 8,000 times 10 is 80,000. But I'd assumed that you could get reactors that could do more output, because the max output right now is like 8,000, which is not that good. Unless it's actually not a true value. Focus on breeding, yeah. If you want, I can create a world with a setup and send it to you. If you want to. I don't know necessarily if I'm going to go with it, because I don't have barely enough time. Yeah, we have 10 minutes left today, and I won't be able to stream until next weekend at the earliest. And I kind of want to just mess with them to at least see kind of how they work first. Okay, yes, and then the Mox vacuum produces 100,000. 100,000 per reactor? That's crazy. That's actually insane. Oh, I see. So, you know, okay, so that makes sense how it's going to kind of work. Okay, so we're going to have wireless connectors in here that connects and then inputs, outputs, whatever, stuff like that. I see how that's going to kind of... Okay, so hold on. Let me get some signs, make myself some notes. So... reactors will use... what do you want to call it? One week. Yeah, it's sad. I'm going to be very busy with work, so I won't be able to stream. I do apologize, Hardy. But yeah, as of now, I would hopefully be able to go like Saturday evening or Sunday morning where I'll be able to stream again. And then next week, I'm not sure what they have planned for work. It could very well be another like very busy week where I might not be able to do much. We'll see. I don't know if you're in the Discord or not, but I could definitely, like, I always post kind of like all the updates as I learn them as soon as possible. I'll set it up tomorrow and leave it on the Discord for everyone. Well, sounds good. I greatly appreciate that, Carlos. Thank you. I mean, most likely, as much as I don't want to do it, like, I don't want to copy designs, I might just have to anyways, unless for some reason something somehow clicks in my head of how they operate, but most likely it's not going to happen like that, so I'll have to end up copying a design or something. I'll be out Wednesday through Friday night going to Paraguay. Very nice. So hopefully you have a safe trip with all that. I am Baya? What do you mean by that? Ugh. Alright, well, at least in the remaining time, let's see. Let's see if we could maybe make enough area here. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way there's not to copy this, yeah. Just wondering if I want these here. I could either do either 3x3 equals 9 reactors, or line of yeah, because we'll have all that. LSC. It would be cool. I just thought of having the LSC 5, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if this is gonna stay here or not. Actually, if we did this, maybe it wouldn't be too bad. Just as a goofy little design here, we'll see. Maybe we could kind of slope that in with like other little blocks. So we can have that, and then we could run power cables in AE2 above everything. Yeah. Meeting of Biaz. I still don't get it. Biaz. Who's a Biaz? Corp. I also am sorry for not being smart and understanding it. Because it's probably something just like, oh yeah, why is this guy that dumb? He doesn't get what's going on. So I'm thinking maybe the LSC can go up here. Although maybe LSC can sit on top. Power /A2. runs in air. And then yeah, I could just use like some sloped blocks. Maybe use slope blocks to make look nicer. Leave myself all the notes possible. Also craft boarded glass ASAP. Okay, so yeah, we'll have all this. Eventually we'll just have to figure out, you know, where the vacuum freezer is going to go. And even then that could probably just end up stacking up on top of the glass. We'll have to just maybe knock all that out, build the volcano up over everything. It ain't going to be too bad. But I really do actually kind of like this. Just adds like some more structure and detail into the room. Architect's workbench. Which is not here. We'll go grab that real quick. A couple minutes left. So let's see. So I could do a couple like this. And then we'll need, yeah, some other ones. Come on. There we go. So that already does, oh, of course, I can't place it straight on there. I can't play, oh my gosh, there we go. That already does make it look significantly better. And then, do I have something for the corners? I think, yeah. Outer corner, I would like a inner corner? I would assume this is what I need. Ooh. I mean, it's something. See, it kind of looks nice there, but I'd probably put something else in that instead. Yeah, those don't work. Because that's all roofing. I just need arches, railings, other. Double roof tile, glow. Roof valley? So this would be nice, other than the fact that... oh, well, I guess you could do something like that. It's all good, though. We'll mess with more building next time. Alright, so there's all that. Use the carpenter's blocks. Yeah, we'll have to use these all, but we will see you later, Carlos. Thank you very much for jumping in, and thank you very much for the help. Yeah, so honestly, we have a nice little spot now for where our reactors are going to go, and then we'll just have to figure out where all the power is going to go up. Like, it would be kind of cool, I'm not going to lie, have all of the energy cables coming up and then straight over this way, and then connecting up into there. So I'll have to remember that. Hopefully I'll do this or something, so that way I can remember. And then, yeah, we can get out of here. Hopefully that's enough to re-jog my memory. Here, if that's not enough, power cables real quick. Boom. Awesome. All right. Yes. Thank you very much once again, everybody, for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. For those of you in the Discord, I'll still be chatting in the Discord and just messaging, just doing whatever there. But I will not be able to stream until next weekend at the earliest. So keep an eye on that. Otherwise, for those that may not be in there, I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you all next time.